Well, hi, it's Grandma Roseanne, and what we're going to do, I'm going to start out with what is this one? Oh, it just says a Costco roast. It's those that are 2 in a package. If you go to Costco, that's what they are. Anyway, they're really flavorful, they're really good. And over here I have a pan that is heating up with some oil in it. And what I'm going to want to do with this, first of all, is cut it into chunks. Let me get it out of its packaging first. These are going to be in nice little chunks for us to work with. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the layer of fat off. And I know that it's seasoning, I know that, but I don't know. Who wants to eat it? Who wants it in their mouth? I don't, so I'm just cutting it off. Just like that. Alrighty. Now we're just going to cut it into nice little cubes. You want them to be about the same size because you want them cooking at about the same rate. There. This is a really nice piece of meat. You can use most any cut of meat that you desire to use. It really depends on how you're going to cook it. And if it's a lesser cut, a less expensive cut, you just cook them slower. That's alrighty. Now, nice little pieces like this. And I'm not throwing food on the floor. I've got a garbage can over here. Looks like I'm just tossing it on the floor. There. Now you're going to ask me, how much flour are you using? And I'm going to tell you, I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Just dump it in. But I'll try to be more specific than that. Okay, this is like a half a cup. All right, I would say for this amount of meat, 1 cup is fine. And then we will want maybe 2 teaspoons of salt. Alexa, stop. I love Alexa. Is Alexa your friend? Because she's my friend. Alexa, stop. She keeps my appointments. She keeps my life in order. She times my food. And that was 1 teaspoon of pepper. And to this, we are adding 1 tablespoon of onion powder. That was a heavy tablespoon. And 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Can you see how seasoned this flour is going to be? Just like that. Okay, looks good. We mix it all together. And this is the flavoring for our meat. So, we will move to the range. And you want this oil, I've got probably 3 tablespoons of oil in there. You want that at a fairly high heat. And what you're going to do here, you're going to coat the beef in this, and then you're going to fry it rather quickly. We just want to make sure they're kind of browned on all sides here. And then we're going to move them over to a plate and get ready for the next batch. And the flour in here is also going to help thicken the sauce that's going to be developed here. right, we're just going to give them a quick turn. All right, so what we're doing here is getting our vegetables ready. And I've just got celery, carrots, potatoes. Put whatever you like in yours. I'm just pretty basic on mine. And onion. Got to have onion. And I'm just going to give this a very rough chop because it's going to cook a long time. Now is we're going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of beef broth. And that's where all the good flavor is down there. Be sure to get the sides if any of that good stuff got up there. And then we're going to put in all the vegetables. So we have, no, I want to put the meat in first. I'm so sorry. This is all the meat that we've prepared. And then whatever vegetables you want. So I have potatoes, carrots, and celery, and onion. Mix that up a little bit. Then we definitely need some beef broth in there and some wine. I'm using a Cabernet on this one. And you want to use a fairly decent wine, one that you would have at the table. A real fan of Knorr beef base. I thought it was an excellent, excellent product. I have found this, which is better than Bullion. And this is the toasted beef base. This is excellent, absolutely excellent. So I have been using this, which is just a lot of enhanced flavor. I'm going to put in about, that would be like 2 heaping teaspoons in there. Okay. Now what we want to do is bring this up to a boil, simply because we want to get it to have a really good start. So we'll get it up to a boil. And I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning because of those vegetables. And just whatever you think. That was probably 1.5 teaspoons of salt and probably 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. All right, and then I'll show you what we'll do once it comes up to a boil. Okay, it's going to take a couple minutes. All right, well, I brought this up to a boil. So, Chuck, quiet. I brought this up. I said, you have to be quiet. We're filming. Okay, I have brought this up to a boil. And now what I'm going to do, and this is an important part, I've got double layers of foil, and I'm going to put it over this. I want to keep all of that steam in there, and I want everything to cook. But you will be amazed at how tender the meat will be when you have taken this extra little step, just like that. All right, I'm going to put it into a 325 oven, and it'll be there for probably 1.5 hours. And then we will take the next step and have, God, that's heavy. Done. All right, 1.5 hours. We'll be back and see what we've got going. All right, this is the stew that has been in our oven for a couple of hours. It's really, really tender. I can tell just by looking and tasting that one little taste I got of it. And what I want to do is I want to thicken this up just slightly. So I took a little bit of the juice of that. Going to incorporate it here, just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. And then I'm going to add it back into this. I like the sauce to be a little bit thicker. It happens quickly, you guys. All right, I think our stew is done, and I think it's time for a taste test, so I'm going to go get a bowl. So here we are. This is our hearty, hearty beef stew. Look at that. All those beautiful vegetables. That sauce in there is to die for. It's so good. All right, let's get over here. Well, here's to just an old-fashioned beef stew. Oh, wow. That's really, really full of flavor. And you know, the wine is very important in that. It really is. Don't worry about the alcohol content because it'll burn off. But boy, I'm telling you, all those vegetables, you get all that flavor in there. It's really good. So, thank you for joining. Subscribe, thumbs up, come back. Love having you in the kitchen, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.